And we're live.
All right.
So those just blink in camera. You can't even see them. They just blink. It's funky looking. But you go to what setting again?
Double check it.
Okay.
Oh, that's what I'm doing wrong. Okay, so CC.
CC
01.
01. Because 01 is the speed.
Yep.
And we want it slow. Okay.
And you do CC and then you arrow up and down on the up and down.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So you get to 1. That slows it right down. When it's up, it's way faster.
Right.
And it might be at like CC 85 or something, at which point it's flashing like that.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm going to assume that basic equipment is already out
Okay.
and people already know how to put this together.
Which I'm gonna use this as well probably. So let's just go over the equipment if you don't mind real quick. So we have this speaker thingy.
So that all just slots together.
Okay.
Flip it all up, put your legs out, it all just slots together, nothing more.
Okay.
Come around here.
Uh-huh.
So there is a roll of power cables that I've already plugged in over into the orange extension cord.
That's in front of the sign.
Yep, comes over to here. There's already a whole bunch of power cables already in place. One of them is the power for the tower.
Okay.
Plugs
You are
in
so
there.
well organized with this.
This double-ended one.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter which way around it goes. One end goes in here, one end goes into one of the two holes.
Okay.
Doesn't matter which one again.
Pull it out again and show the connection, what it looks like.
Pull, twist,
Pull, twist.
back in.
It's like a gas nozzle or something.
Yep.
Okay.
So now we're to this pile here. Keep the microphones together.
And all this came out of that bag, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Big thing here is just try and keep it organized as you go.
Yep.
There is. Sometimes they get a little bit messed up. Power cable, obvious thing. Plug down into the power. Over there.
That power strip came out of the box, right?
Yeah.
This
red
box. This box. Correct?
This one here
Uh-huh.
is a guitar cable.
Okay.
Leave that coil for now, just in case somebody needs it.
Okay. Let me show the end of it, which is even labeled
Get one.
Get One.
Get 2, isn't it? Actually, get 2.
No, it's Get One. Get One.
That's get 2. That's mislabeled.
Oh, that's mislabeled. That's
Small
Guitar 2.
blue, Ethernet cable.
Okay.
Is the power cable plugs into here. That gives power to this amplifier.
Okay.
This amplifier.
Mm-hmm. Woo!
Long USB cable plugs into the looper, or the X-Touch, I guess it's called.
Long
This
USB cable
plugs into this device.
plugs into the control center.
Yep. And that becomes
The
an extra.
X-Touch.
This becomes an extra mixer that controls the loop station. There's essentially two mixers. One is this mixer. The loop pedal has the mic one, guitar one, the Akai, which isn't here at the moment, and the piano all goes into it.
Mm-hmm.
And this small mixer up here controls all of those.
Right.
Then
And everything's
back.
beautifully labeled. Uh-huh.
Then this all goes into these two. You've got mute buttons here at the bottom.
Ooh, that's cool.
Guitar 2, which is that one that we just looked at first, was mislabeled,
Okay.
is this one here. Mic 2, which we haven't looked at yet, is this one here.
Okay.
Mic 1, Guitar 1, piano, and the Akai.
Mm-hmm. What's the Akai?
It's the thing that's not here at the moment. It's the something that nobody else is ever going to use.
Oh, okay.
goes into these two channels.
Okay.
So you've got
Channel 2 and 3. What goes into
Vol-
those? All of that.
all of that. The
Okay.
loop pedal goes into loop pedal.
Okay.
So that entire row there
Okay.
is loop pedal.
And
This entire row here is mic 2. This entire
okay.
row here is guitar 2.
So with this, can you control the volume and on off of everything that's making sound
Yes,
here? Okay.
but not individually. You can't control these individually because they're all controlled by the small one.
But you can do guitar 2 individually, mic individually.
Yep. And loop pedal individually.
Do
The
you
whole
have
loop pedal.
do you have to do both of them mute to mute it?
Yep. Also going into this, we've got
Where's your phone?
elsewhere. So also going into this, we have the blue cable. The blue cable is
What makes that sound so I can avoid it?
to open connection somewhere. I don't know yet.
Okay.
So once everything's plugged in, it'll probably go away. This goes to the iPad.
iPad. Okay, the blue goes to the iPad.
This one here, if it's out, is a USB. It plugs into the back of the USB. I unplug it every time because it will get busted off if we leave it plugged in. So that has to be unplugged every time.
Okay, mixer has to be unplugged every time. We can't put it back in the bag plugged in or it will break off because it's not sideways like those ones. Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay.
These are labelled piano 1, oh sorry, piano left and piano right. Doesn't matter really which way around it goes. They plug into the piano.
All right, let me come around. Okay, piano 1 and piano 2 doesn't really matter which ones go in, but they go in here at the back where it says aux out, left, right. Those go in there. Okay.
Piano pedal.
What did that USB cord go to?
Doesn't matter. Just needs to be plugged in.
Oh, okay.
So this sustain pedal goes into the sustain on the back.
And is that all labeled? No. So that's the
It's the sustain pedal.
Well, not everybody knows that. I wouldn't know that. Okay, so that's a sustain pedal. That goes where it says sustain. Okay.
Then we have two microphones. I keep them together, coiled together. This is a great slot to slot in those things so you don't lose them.
Ooh, that's nice.
I just uncoil them carefully. One goes to each stand. Microphone 1 I put next to the piano. Microphone 2 I put next to the open mic.
Microphone 1 next to the piano, microphone 2 to the singer. Okay.
Microphone 1 goes here. Microphone 2 goes there. Let's grab something else in the bag first. Everything. I think that's everything. So,
Okay.
if people bring their own guitars that need that kind of plug-in, plug it in with that.
Okay.
This here is the plug-in for Guitar 1. It's wireless. So that can go
Ooh, okay. So let's say Adrian wanted to play guitar. He would plug that in.
You'd have two choices. If it was going to go through the loop setup, it would be this one. If you wanted to play it without the loop setup, it would be that one.
Okay. And then Kenrick and his bass, either as well.
That's a way more complicated question.
Does he already know?
No, well, I don't know.
Oh.
You'd have to actually, he brings his own cable.
Oh,
and
his own
bass
amp.
thing, so
Oh, okay,
yeah.
perfect.
That's more complicated question than right
Okay.
now. Some things that can happen.
Can we turn the volume down?
No, because I'm showing you that if that is pressed, that's going to go really loud.
Oh,
That could be, if it says preamp turned on, there's like a little box there. It's that pedal there to turn it off.
okay. So preamp, you don't want lit up, or it would be
Unless
really
people are
loud.
choosing to use it, but yeah.
Okay.
Another thing that can happen if you get weird duplicated voices. 1, 2. In here. Power. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so this is way turned up already, so I'm going to turn it down. 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Now I have control of here. I can adjust stuff that goes through the loop pedal individually. There's a weirdness to it that if it is, this is MIDI controlled, which means that sometimes when you start using it, the dials are in the wrong position.
Okay.
And you like have to turn it up or down to adjust it the first time, and then it will know where it's supposed to be. So now I've got a fader here. I'm going to drop this down further over here. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. So now I have that. If I have a weird noise coming through, 1, 2. This pedal here turns these effects on and off. So sometimes you've got like really weird stuff going on. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1.
So that'll just turn off all the effects.
I normally do this one here on Ed Sheeran, and that light is turned off. If it is on, all of a sudden you have harmonies going. So you keep that turned off.
Okay, keep that turned off.
Another thing, you might have a weird drum thing going on. This pedal here is a drum volume thing. So you turn drums off by turning that off. You probably have that turned up all the way. There's that. If you have a pre-recorded mix going, or a pre-recorded loop going, I don't think there's any record saved at the moment, but it could be somewhere else. There's one. So you might turn all this on. You're like, how do I turn it off? You just hit the all stop button. This is like troubleshooting. If you're getting feedback, it means you've got a microphone turned up too loud and too far, too close to the speaker. You might move the speaker forward, you might move the piano backwards. You can adjust as well. But once you've got a good volume on this, you're probably just going to adjust here instead. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. What is going on there? 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Huh. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1.
It's adjusting it, isn't it?
No, it isn't. It's 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Why isn't that working? Oh, because I'm on the... Because I'm on an old patch, this has nothing to do with what's going on right now.
Okay.
Weird feedback. Preamp is on.
Okay. Preamp
I
was
can turn
on.
that off, and all of a sudden the weird
Turn it
feedback
off.
went away.
Okay.
And 1, 2.
And now you can control
1,
that.
2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Because I'm back at, I was doing a demonstration earlier and I was on a weird setting that caused the demonstration to go wrong.
Okay.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. There we go. And we're back. That goes up there. So I use Spotify over here. turn the iPad on. 411980. 411980. 411980. I use Dance Monkey Radio normally. 411980. Dance Monkey Radio. So this was turned down on the iPad at the moment. Once that's working, this input is an input that doesn't go through any of these. It just goes straight into the mixer. So the only way to change the volume on there is to change the master volume. But that's going to change everything else. So you're probably just changing the volume on the iPad. If anybody's ever trying to use the loops, probably somebody's playing around with it before getting up and doing it live, but maybe they already know how to do it. The loops are naturally set to low volume, they need to be turned up individually, and that becomes part of the mix as well. I think that's everything. Yeah.
Great.
Anyway,
Thank you.